greatest female Tejano DJ on the World Wide Web. DJ Peaches on TejanosBest.com.
Introducing Eileen Bea.
Is this the first time that an artist makes you like touch your eye and then lean to the side?
Yeah, but that way I'll remember it. I'll remember how to say it because I said Haylin, and then at first when I talked to Rosie, I had said Haylene, and so I was called confused, and I was like, oh shoot, I hope I don't butcher her name, and I did. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Totally good. You're not the first one, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to be the last one. It's like whole life. It's totally cool. My parents are from Mexico, and so in Spanish the H is silent, and they spelled it the way that they thought it to be spelled. So they spelled it Hailin. So whenever it's funny because whenever I'm across the border or anywhere like where they only speak Spanish, they're like Eileen, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they said it right. So what happened in the U.S. is they spell it Hail, and I'm like, it's me, I got you.
What was the name that they were gonna name you if you were a boy? What was the name?
Yes, so it's gonna be after my dad, so Salvador Bea Jr.
Okay, wow.
Yes. So that's actually my little brother's name, so it's not my name.
Thankfully. But that's really nice. I mean, Eileen, that's original. I love your name.
Grandpa or something was from Italy, so we say Bella.
Okay.
Yes, and that's actually my last name. So like, whenever you see my dad, it's like, oh, Mr. Beautiful. Like, it's kind of funny. But yes, that's how he got my mom. And he was like, if you marry me, you'll be beautiful forever. And she's like, heck yeah, we're going to sign up. So that's actually my last name. It's like, Eileen is my first name, and Bea is my last name. Like, if you are in Italy or wherever, they say Bella. So I'm like, it's so cool.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up because I'm really bad at names as it is, but your name is original. I love it. It's very pretty. So, and I'm glad that we got to talking on Facebook, and your personality, your humor, you're just so. It's just like talking to somebody that brings out that good feeling in you. That sometimes you talk to people and they're sort of like energy drainers. They suck out all your energy. But after we were talking on Facebook, and I was just like, man, I feel really good talking to her. She's just really so cool, So thank you for being so nice.
Oh, thank you. Yes, like I was just really excited, and I guess sometimes certain people are just like, you're too much. Like, you need to bring it down a notch. What? I'm just like, yeah, let's do this. I'm ready. So yeah, thank you. So sweet. I don't know. I guess my whole life has been like this, and sometimes, I'm gonna share like a little story. My parents in their backyard, they love gardening, and they have like this big backyard, and they planted a tree for each one of us. There's 4 of us. Like, bless my mom. But yes, so for each one of us there was a tree, and for me, I'm gonna give you like 2 guesses. What do you think is the tree that my parents planted that like kind of represents who I am?
Oh, let me think. Gosh, I have no idea. Juniper? No, I don't know.
No, it's not that one. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's a fruit.
It's a fruit. Peach tree?
Oh, that was close. That's actually my sister.
Oh, wow.
But yes, no, for me, they chose a pear. And they chose the pear because in Spanish, it's called a pera. And they said, Eileen es bien desesperada a veces, that we're going to give her the pear because it sounds like desesperada. So I can be sometimes.
that's okay. I mean, you're not too much. I really like people that are very energetic and happy-go-lucky kind of, people. So, stay the way you are. Don't change. I have a question, though. When, that when I first heard you were coming out in Tejano, I'm sort of curious, like, because you have a voice that you could sing anything. I think you could sing pop, you could sing, top 40. What made you come into Tejano music?
Really, what happened was I fucked with like a lot of different influences from different types of music, and then as I got into like middle school and teenage years and high school, I was more into like pop. But I grew up with Tejano, and I'm from a border town in Laredo, so it's like it's big there. Yeah. And I kind of started leaning more towards like pop music, and then but also Texas is all about country also. So right. I was like, oh, I love Taylor Swift, and I love George Strait and all those people, but like I was drawn to Taylor Swift because she was kind of near my age. So I was like, oh, if one day I do get to go for my dream and get to go and be a singer, I want to go for pop music and be more like Taylor Swift now. And then I actually, like, when I started doing all the music stuff and really getting heavier into it, being more like, yes, I can really do this. I can follow my dream. I don't have to just kind of do what society thinks or says I should do. And I can make money from anything that I want as long as I'm passionate about it. When I really started going in that direction, I was like, yeah, pop music all the way. And then kind of halfway through that project, I was like, you know what? I want to be more Spanish pop. I want more of my Latino and my Mexican heritage roots to really shine through. So let's do that. And my poor producer, he was just like, oh, you freaking kidding me? Like, what? And I was like, yes. And then I was like, oh, wait, there's more. So then I was like, you know what? Like, I really, I want something that really describes who I was, like, growing up and who I am. And, like, I want more like a cumbia, like, Tejano sound. And he's like, oh, my God, are you serious? Okay. And I was like, yes. And so we came up with that cumbia, and I was like, yes, like, I love it. Like, I want more music like this. And he's like, you realize everything we've recorded, like, has nothing to do with that? And I was like, yes, I understand. So, yeah, and I was just like, you know what, this is what I really like. I really love this kind of music. I want to be super proud about being Mexican-American and, like, and to stay true to my roots, and that's what I want. And so, that's kind of in a way how it like weaved into where it is. And I'm just so open-minded. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to conquer the world, so I can do it all. And I can do everything. And so, yes, that's, I guess, a long answer to your question.
Yeah, that's good, because I always wonder, especially on an artist's style, because everyone has their own style, and your style is original. It's like a pop kind of cumbia, which that's how I describe it. I really like the sound. I think to me, it's sort of like, there's nothing wrong with the classics, the Tejano's classic songs that we have. But to evolve, I'm open to the new sound, Tejano, and, the people that produce, the new sound, like Gabriel Zavala, and, they know what the new sound, is like. So I really admire you for coming out and doing something different.
Thank you. Yeah, I just, I guess, like you said, like there's that old school, like, classic Tejano vibe, and then there's the blending, and there's all these different things that I was like, well, you know what, I'm different, and
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to show it. And, you know, like, if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, I still love you anyway. But I think that because I've lived so many crazy experiences in my lifetime, and I'm not saying that I'm old because I'm still super young. Like I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? You do you, and I'm gonna do me, and if we can vibe together and gel, then awesome. But if not, well, ni modo. Like, I still respect your decisions and your choices, and you know, I just hope that you can respect me and my decisions and my choices and what I do. But I got tired of living a life of trying to please other people, and I was just like, you know what? I've also always been an entrepreneur, and we're big on risk taking. So I was like, let's do it. It's risky, but I'm good. Like, figure it out. So yeah, that's how that happened.
And so, knowing that you probably, you know, you can sing songs. I mean, I know you know, like I got your bio, and you like the artists like Christina Aguilera. Now she's got her range, her vocals are like off the wall. You know, she's just amazing. And Selena, you know, is one of your favorite artists. But you also like music like that I grew up with, which is like the Backstreet Boys, you know, NSYNC, the Spice Girls, you know, all that probably influences your music now. What is your favorite song out of all the genres that you could sing? What is your favorite song?
Oh my gosh, this is one of the hardest questions because, like, it's kind of like you have kids, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's like if I told you which one's your favorite baby.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like it's such a hard question, and I guess it also depends on what I'm going through in my life at the moment. Because, like, today I could tell you, like, oh my, like. If I could just sing a Lady Gaga song today, any Lady Gaga song, like, I'd die happy. But tomorrow,
I love her.
Yes. But tomorrow I might be like, you know what? I really love the Bye 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 song because there was somebody that made me upset, and I just wanted to yell like Bye Bye Bye. So I'm gonna bust out and sing. So yeah, it's like. This is such a hard one. I think it also depends like what mood I'm in, and then my answer will change. But let's see. Like, if I had to choose right now, then I would say, well, right now I've been practicing a song on the guitar, a Selena song, and then when I played that one, I heard a Tita Studio song, Como Te Extraño. Mm-hmm. And so then I was like, ooh, I think I want to sing that one. So I was listening on that one on repeat all the way to the studio. So right at this very moment, on Friday the 11th at 11:47 a.m., I would listen to that song. The studio song. Nice.
Can you sing a little bit for us?
Oh, no! Put myself on the spot. Let's see. I didn't even remember the lyrics. I mean, can you help me?
Well, I'm not much of a singer.
Okay. Okay. How about I sing the one, a little bit of the one that I was practicing.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Cool. I'm like, the other one was. I love this song, but I don't even remember the lyrics, even though I was listening to it over and over again.
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot. I know. I like your voice.
No, you're awesome. No, you're good. Okay, let's see. Where would I start the other song? Let's see. Yeah, Viste tú quién le dice, ya sé. Ahora te arrepientes, ya ves. Dime cómo te sientes. Ya no te quiero, que ya no soy tuya, no más te quedaron, solo tú y tu orgullo, ya sé. Yeah.
That's good. That is really good.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Thank
thank
you. Yes.
you. Thank you for singing. I know I just thought of it and I thought, you know what, I would love for the listeners to hear, like, your voice, your vocals, because I know that you have good vocals, and I'm looking forward to your music that's coming up. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I needed to always be prepared anyway, and I'm like, oh yeah, I would love to sing that song. Can you sing it? Oh no, I can't. I fell on the spot. That's so funny. No, but yeah, I should have been way more prepared by saying like something like, oh yeah, like I would sing this one, but when did I know? But I'm just the butter of goofball sometimes, so that's who I am.
Now, do you play any instruments or do you just sing?
Well, now I'm gonna be like, nope, I'm not falling for that one.
I know, right? You're like,
I know, right? I'm gonna be like, okay, bust it out and play something. No, I think like, I play the guitar. I'm taking guitar lessons, and I did take piano lessons. And so the reason why I took piano lessons was so that it could help me while I was like strengthening my vocals, and then also for writing my own songs and being able to like better know what I'm doing on the scales and like hear the notes. And then for the guitar, I actually started learning it when I was in 7th grade, and I was in the mariachi band for my middle school. And I think part of the reason why I learned that one was because my dad is a guitar player, and it's like my most favorite sound in the world. Like, I love the guitar. And so I was like, oh yeah, well I want to play it. So I started learning it, and then I kind of put it on the back burner for a while, and then recently I started like practicing way more and getting better at it. So yeah, and like I do have it here in case you want to hear me play one chord. I'll be like.
You're so funny. That wasn't a trick question, but I'm glad you took it that way.
I know, no. I'm totally bored. Like, I just have fun, and it's funny because I'm like, man, I walked right into that one. Like, oh, okay, well, can you sing it? You're a singer. Oh, I haven't practiced that one.
Oh gosh.
Talked about this the longest time.
Now, on your bio, I read that you are the first generation for everything. What did you mean about that?
So, my parents come from very humble beginnings. My dad's side of the family, they had 6 kids, and my mom's side of the family, they had 8 kids. And they grew up in very humble households. My dad only went to school until he was 10 years old in he's from Mexico City, because, he had to work, and my grandma was like, ni modo, like, you guys can't go to school, you have to work, we gotta eat. So, he didn't have more than that of an education, but my dad is, like, so smart, and he's street smart, and he's, like, one of the best businessmen you'll ever meet. I'm so proud of him. And then my mom, she did go to school, and she went to college, or I guess over there, like, university in Nuevo Laredo, like, across the border from Laredo, Texas. And she was a school teacher for little kids for a little while, but then they moved to the U.S., and that was that. Then she went to beauty school, and she's been a hairstylist and like a beauty supply owner for a long time now. I'm also super proud of my mom, but like they didn't speak English at all when we were born and when we were raised in the U.S. And so I learned Spanish before I learned English, and I learned English at school. And that was a bit of a challenge because like mom and dad couldn't help with homework, and they were always working too. So my siblings and I just kind of had to figure it out on our own. And then all 4 of us actually went to university.
Oh, wow.
We got our degrees. All of us are different. We're all like completely different. But yeah, like I went to college. My parents weren't from this country, so we were like the first ones here. We were the first ones to go to school. We were the first ones to learn English. And like that's why I say like I'm a first generation everything, because it was like a whole new world for all of us.
Yeah.
And we just kind of had to like fight our way in, and there were a lot of challenging moments for sure, but we just did what we could. And then after I went to school for business, I started my own business. So then I was kind of like first generation in that, like starting my own business. Like my dad worked for a company for a long time, and then he opened up his own business. And my mom, so that we wouldn't have to be put in daycare, she had a little beauty supply made out of the garage, and so she would watch us there. So she's always been an entrepreneur, but like she didn't grow it to be like huge or whatever, like she could have, because she wanted to, down the Mexican culture, like, hey, family, like we make sure that the kids are good.
Yeah.
Just like I guess in my own little way, I was the pioneer and like, okay, I'm going to build a business, and I built this big company and all that. And so I don't know. I guess I just feel like it's not been an easy road, but it's been very interesting, very fun, and definitely couldn't have done it without the family sticking together. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, and I didn't lose you.
No,
that's what I mean when
that's probably where your strength come from. What you went through growing up and having to more or less, like, I guess you guys had to fend for yourselves, you guys, so you had to be strong. So, and then being an entrepreneur, that's even, gosh, I was reading your bio and I was like, wow. So you have your own record label company as well.
Yeah, I do. So I started my very first business was actually selling popcorn to my mom's beauty clients. Like, okay, so I'm just gonna give you like a little business one-on-one. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. So the ladies on Saturdays was like a busy day in the morning, So they would come and they would sit down, and my mom was always like, "Mija, ofréceles un vasito de agua." Just good. ¿Cómo se llama? Like when people come, good hosting.
Yeah, customer service.
Yeah, customer service. Like manners. And so I would go and I would bring them a little glass of water, and I'd be like, "Here you go," and I was probably, I don't know, 5 to 6 when I started doing this, and then like when I was 7, I really was like, okay, like let's take this to the next level. So I would give them a glass of water, and then the garage where my mom's beauty salon was connected to the house through the kitchen, and so I decided, hey, you know what? Abuelita me regaló una maquinita de hacer palomitas, like a little old school popcorn machine. So I started making popcorn, and I left the door open from the kitchen to the beauty salon.
Yeah.
And so I go in there, and I would like kind of comb my hair and like look a little cute, and when I would give them the water, and then I would open up the door, and the smell of the popcorn would come in, and then I would get them. I would go and be like, "¿Quieres comer unas papitas?" How could they say no to this cute girl that just got you water?
That is so smart. That is really smart.
And so then it gets better. So then they start getting excited or like anticipating, like now they're regular, so they're like, "Hey, where's the popcorn at?" And so then they wanted to take some home and snack higher, and so I was like, "Oh my God, supply and demand, I need employees." And so then I turn around and I'm like, "You two, get over here," my little brother and my little sister, and I was like, "Come on!" And so House Later was like amazing, because I didn't have to pay them anything, they're family. But they were like, "No, you know what, we want something," and I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll give you 2 pennies in here, whatever. Like, if you knew me in high school or in middle school, anywhere, but especially in high school, you knew that I always had cash in my pocket and I always had something I was selling, like a candy bar or whatever. So they would always come up like, hey, Eileen, what are you selling? What do you got? And I'm like, oh, well, I got this and I just got this new inventory in, like these Limpecitos from El Otro Lado, like, dude, I'll give you two for $1 because I went all the way across and I got it for you. They're like, okay. So, yeah, but I was always selling for things. So I love business. And when I really decided, you know what, I'm going to go into music, I really want to do this, like, even though maybe there's people, not maybe, like, for sure, there's people that are way more talented than I am, have way more skill. That's cool. But you know what? They don't have the business experience that I do, and they don't maybe have the drive that I do to succeed and to, like, practice and the discipline on what it takes. Because it's a challenge, you know?
Yeah,
so I was
yeah.
like, you know what? I can do this. So I decided, you know, let me sell my other business, let me start my own business, and let me do, like, I'm basically, instead of selling popcorn, I'm selling a CD or an album or something. I was like, I can sell it. Like, whatever you put in front of me, I will sell it. My mom, she's like, un día de estos me vas a vender. And I was like, well, if the price is right, Mom. No. It's going to make me like, you know, no, I can't let you go. You're too much of an asset. But, no. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to start my own record label. As of right now, it's really just for me. Like, I'm the only artist on it, but I feel like maybe in the future, yeah, you know, I'm all for exploring new things. And I feel like what I've learned is that the more I mess up and the more mistakes I make, the better my business becomes. So I take a lot of risks. I'm always making mistakes, and I'm learning from them quickly so that then I get better faster. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start my own record label. And they're like, do you know what that even is? And I was like, that's what Google is for. You know, like, I can do this stuff. I can do this. So yes. And so I started my own record label, and it's been so fun. Like, there's just so many cool things, so many different aspects to the music business, to the music world, that I'm just like, whoa, like, this is fun. It's like new and exciting.
And, you know, meeting people, if there's, hopefully, once all this pandemic is over with and you could start performing out there, once you start meeting everybody, I know you're going to be welcomed. You have that great personality. You are such, like, I come off, you know, once I talk to you, like I said, I just have this feel good kind of energy, and I'm like, wow, she's so cool, you know.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to when, you know, things kind of figure themselves out. But you know what? Like, maybe they don't really soon. I'm pretty sure we're all going to figure something out. Like, now everybody's like, oh, a mask, no big deal. You know, like, okay, we just wear it. And I feel that everybody just starts adapting. You know, they started doing the drive-in concerts, and,
Yes,
you know, technology is amazing. Like, you're all the way in Tucson, and we get to have this awesome conversation. So, yeah, like, we're going to figure it out. Everything is always working out. And, of course, like, I'd love to go and perform in front of people and, like, get to meet more people and travel, pero pues si no se puede, we're going to find a way. So we're still going to make it work, one way or another.
Yeah. Have you thought about doing a live feed, like a concert, or, you know, to sing on Facebook?
Yes, actually, I have. My vocal coach has been like, hey, like, we need to put something together. So we're working on some different songs to come up with, like, a little set list to do quick, you know, little mini concert, maybe
Nice.
maybe once a month or maybe every couple weeks or something, to do something like that.
Yeah.
So that's coming really soon.
Oh, good. I'm glad. And when you do, please tag me on it so that I can share it on all my, you know, pages, and we'll be sure. I know you've become a part of Rosie Allison Promotions, which I help Rosie with that. So actually honored to be to work with Rosie. So I want to welcome you to the family. Karaoke Joe is listening in. He's also part of Rap Promotions, and we got a lot of listeners that are just curious, about you. And I'm so glad that we're having this conversation so that they can know you, know your music that's going to be coming up. And I want to play your newest single that you have out. How did you come up with this single? Did you write it? It's an original, right?
Yes, it's actually an original. And yes, I'm super grateful. Like, I don't know how many times I can tell you. Like, I'm just so grateful that you took the time to Tejano's Best interview to have. Great opportunity, I guess. Pretty amazing. Like, as soon as I started working with her, I was like, "Oh, I like her. she's awesome." So yes, I like everything has just been like a dream. And then at the same time, I'm kind of like, I knew this was coming. Like, I feel like that's one of the most awesome things that I've learned so far. Is like, because I can only come from my experience. Like, if I really believe in something and I really believe that something is worthwhile and that it's going to happen, then it usually happens. And if it doesn't, it's just something even better happens. So, I'm just so excited about it all. And the single that it actually was that have different lyrics that I had written, because I would say 90% of the songs that I have, I wrote the lyrics, and on some of them, Chris, my producer, my manager, he co-wrote it with me, and we came up with the stuff. But like pretty much all the Spanish songs that I have, like, I wrote all the lyrics, and they're usually an experience that I had. And so when we were going to get ready to release the single, and then everything got shut down, and then quarantine happened, and nobody knew what was going to happen, and there's no toilet paper anywhere, like, people were freaking out. And so I was like, you know what? I have an idea. And so I rewrote the entire thing. Every single lyric on there is something that happened to me personally. And then when I did the video, I was like, oh, well, we can only do the video on my phone anyway. Being around each other. So my mom, actually the director, the camera person and I guess co-director. But I was like, okay, Mom, we need this shot and this. And so we filmed it all at my mom's house pretty much, and had a lot of fun doing it. But yeah, I wrote it because I wanted it to be funny and relatable, because we had no what happened. And so yes, yes. I could send it to you. I'll spell my name. As in both follow me on all my the website, you'll see it right there. Like, you can watch it, and I hope that it brings a smile to your face when you do, or you can relate to it somehow. So yes, that is the way that I came up with the single.
Eileen, see, that's a really good idea that you had, so people can remember your name. I put my finger up to my temple on my head, and I was like, and I leaned my head, and I was like, okay, I got it. Oh my gosh.
How I invented that. But yeah, like, it seems to work, so I'm just using it.
That's so funny, but I'm glad you did. So your new single, what I was telling you, we were talking off the air, it sort of reminds me of the songs that Shakira sings, like her kind of, I don't know, it's just got the Shakira feel to it.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, like, there's just a lot of different sounds that I love, and I'll come up to Chris for people that are listening or people that might know Chris. It's Chris Unique over here in Comilla in San Antonio, Texas. And he has, like, he's just amazing. He has come from, like, Hollywood. He was in an 80s rock band, and he's just so amazing in this industry that, yeah, like, he could, and then I know that he worked with Elila for a long, long time, and I think also with Shelly, like, he's worked with so many different artists that he can do whatever kind of music you want, pretty much. And so when I come to him, he's like, oh God, here she comes. And I'm like, dude, that's what? And he's like, oh my God, what? And I'm like, I heard this song, and he's like, that has nothing to do with the genre that you're doing. And I was like, I know, it's somehow I get it, and you're gonna get that sound, and we're gonna put it in, and he's like, okay, leave me alone, do my thing. so yeah, I'm not surprised that you can hear Shakira in there, because that's one of the songs that I told him, like, I really like the Shakira song and these sounds and whatever. So yes.
Oh, how funny.
Yes, you're gonna hear so many different artists kind of pop out, and I'm a huge Beatles fan also. So don't be surprised if you hear, like, Beatles in the background somehow, and Taylor Swift and Shakira with Intocable and Selena in there. It's just like all the amazing music, shake it all up, and then play it.
Yeah. And that's good, because you're so versatile, and it's a good sound. If there's one artist that you could collaborate with, who would it be?
Oh, man. Well, obviously, if Selena were still here, like, yeah, I'm a huge Selena fan, and I love all her music. I love listening to all the stuff from when she was really young all the way to the very end. I love being able to see how it just transitioned slowly, and then how she was starting to cross over into the English pop world. So that would be, like, amazing if I could. Well, I don't know, like, with technology now, you kind of can, right?
Yeah.
But yes, but I feel like I think it would be so freaking cool if Lady Gaga sang, like, a Tejano song. Like,
oh, wow.
I don't know. I feel like that would be freaking amazing.
That would be amazing and surprising.
Right? Yeah, like, she's so good. She could sing anything. That I think that if I one day got to work with her and record a really cool cumbia with Tejano style song, that would be just amazing. And then in the same breath, I'd be like, and then I would also love to do that with George Strait. I would love to do that with AKB, with Maluma, with Shakira, with, like,
oh gosh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to choose, but I think right now, today, I would choose Lady Gaga.
Yeah, she's amazing. I know she's a little out there, like, off the wall. Sometimes you look at her like, what is she wearing now? But you can't.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can't. You know, her talent is, like, you can't deny her talent. She's really talented.
Yes, absolutely. So, like, imagine if we got Lady Gaga, Intocable, and, like, Signal together with Maluma. Like, what would that sound like?
Wow.
And Sion in the background with Barbara Streisand. I don't know.
Barbara Streisand.
I know, right? Life is so crazy. But yeah, it would just be so fun.
Now, is there any shout outs that you want to give anybody?
Well, my first shout out is going to be to you, Miss DJ Peaches, the amazing DJ Peaches. I just, yes, like, I think you're awesome, and, like, I don't want to sound creepy, but I was, like, looking through all your Facebook stuff, like, oh, I want to know who she is.
That's funny.
And I know, and you have to be careful when you're doing that, because if all of a sudden you put like on something that person posted, like, 5 years ago, it's like, what do you do? I don't know. But, yes, you know, like, I think you're just such a beautiful person. Like, I loved reading a lot of your posts and like just who you are as a person. I can really like I feel close, you know. So it's cool. I'm my first shout out is to you. Second shout out for yeah, absolutely. Second shout out to Chris and to all my teachers, to Molly, to Donato, to like everyone that is on my team, to Dennis, to even my cousin helps me choreograph some of the moves for the dances that are going to come out soon. And like there's so many people. And then for sure to Rosie, because without her introducing me to you, like we wouldn't be here today. So yeah, like there's just so many people. But the biggest, saddest, most loving is going to be to my fans, to everyone listening in, to anyone that's been following me for the last little while, for anybody that's barely starting to get to know who I am. The fans are they're like the most important people to me. It's like family, and fans are like my family. Like I really appreciate and love every single one of them. Because without the fans, it's like you know, like it's todo para que.
That sounded good.
So, yes, no, like, my band's like, it's like everything I do is pretty much like for the fans. Like, it gives me so much joy, and, like, one of the big reasons why I even went towards the music industry, because, like, what the industry I was in, it was food service, that's where my other company was, and, like, I have different businesses, but that was, like, the main big one. When I decided to switch over and do what I really always wanted to do, which was music, I kept people in mind, because I was like, you know, how many people in the world are suffering right now because they're not doing what they really want to do in their life, because for whatever reason they have it in their mind that they have to do X, Y, Z because they have to pay bills or they have responsibilities or whatever. And so I was like, I don't want people to suffer, and I want to be a role model where I can let people know, like, hey, I've been through so much. Like, when my book comes out, there's going to be a book, and there's going to be a movie, and it's going to be intense. Yeah, like, be like, what? If she could do it, I could do it too. Like, yes, everybody can do it, and you can be happy, and you can be financially stable at the same time. But especially Latina women, people that are Mexican. Yeah, like, shout out to those especially, because I'm not a mom. I don't know, maybe one day I will be, maybe not. I'm too crazy, I don't know. But like,
those make the best moms.
What? You cut off your text.
Those kind of people make the best moms.
Oh, the crazies?
Yeah, for reals.
Oh, man. Okay, well, then maybe I'm going to be like a really, really good mom, because I'm out there.
You're going to be the cool mom. That's how my kids' friends call me, the cool mom.
Oh, I love the cool mom. Yes. Oh, that would be... yeah, so, like, I want to be able to build a platform where I'm like, it doesn't matter where you are, where you've been, how young, how old, what skin color you are, what you know, what language, it doesn't matter. Like, I want to be a voice for those, especially Latina women. Like, that's always been really important to me. Like, you can be an entrepreneur, you can self-sustain, you can do everything. You can be superwoman. Like, yeah, like, I was going to say something and I was like, I don't know if I should say it, but women are better than men. I'm sorry. And, yeah, and we can multitask and we can do everything better, probably.
Well, we carry a lot on our shoulders. Yeah.
Right? Yes. But doesn't mean that men are not important. Men are awesome. I'm total girl power. So yeah, I want to be. I wanted to do that, and I was like, you know what? I have that responsibility because I have that in my heart that I can do it. Like, I know I can. I know I can help change the world, make it a better place, and really empower Latinas.
Empower,
Because
right.
like they've been like pressed for so long that I'm like, enough. Like, no, like I'm going to help you.
You know,
and we're going to do this big.
I just had a great idea right now. Because I'm all for empowering women and empowering, especially women. But I got a friend of mine, Karaoke Joe, that is on a radio station as well, and he does some awesome interviews. It would be cool if he could have you and me. I mean, I have a story, girl. You would not believe my story from my past to where I am now. It's sort of like I could write a book as well. So your story and my story, and then how we could put it together so that we can show other women how they could be empowered and how they can maybe get out of a bad situation and make their life, a happy and content life. I mean, that would be awesome. That's an idea I got right there.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that. Like that's why I'm so excited. If I wouldn't have like taken that leap of faith and gone towards what was in my heart,
right.
Like I wouldn't have met you. And imagine like all the cool things that we can do in the future together. Like and then we're gonna meet more people and then other people, and then that's how it starts. Like it just takes one crazy person, and I'm that one.
Well, you and me both.
Yes, I think maybe like that's why the universe brought us together. Like we're both crazy. That it's like, oh, she's so awesome.
Oh, funny.
Yes. So no, I would love to do that. Yeah, for sure. We can totally. That would be great.
Yeah, I'll hit up KJ. I think he's listening. I know he was moving, so if he's not listening in though, I will reach out to him and give him that idea. I'm sure he'll be out for it because he's a really good interviewer, and he's just an awesome person as well. So before we go, where can people buy your single? How can they support you?
Okay, yeah. So again, if you go to AileenVega.com, AILYN, B as in boy, ELLA.com, you can click on the all the links on there. You can watch the video. You can actually order merchandise for some of the shirts that I'm wearing in the music video. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Pretty much anywhere that you go, you can download, you can stream, you can purchase everywhere. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on Pandora, it's everywhere. We went through a big distribution company that put me on I'm even on TikTok. I was like, dang, I feel cool. Yes, and yeah, you can listen to little pieces of it on Instagram and on Facebook to do videos to it. Yeah, it's everywhere. But if you go to the website or you follow me on any social media, that's pretty much where you can go. It's super easy.
Nice. Thank you so much. And I want to give a shout out to these people that let me know that they're listening in. I have Roberto de Anda that's listening in. We have Javi. Let's see. Juanita Rojas. Juanita Aguirre. Tejano Mind Reader. And let's see, of course, Karaoke Joe, Rosie Allison listening in. And that's about what I could see so far. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see, but I have a lot of listeners right now. So thank you to everyone listening in, and thank you to you for taking your time and I had such a good time talking to you. You're awesome.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you to everyone listening in. Man, it means the world to me. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I don't know it's how to describe it. If anybody's ever had a dream and then it finally comes true, boom, this. I guess remember when you were a little kid and you asked for something from Santa and it actually
happened. Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, people are listening. they want to listen. They heard the song. Like, it just feels so good. And then just to say, I guess as an artist, like, wow, my song is on the radio. Like, what? Like, you know, like, that's crazy. You know, it's possible, but when it's actually happening, I'm just like, woo! Like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. And like, if you see, like, oh my gosh, like, if you think just talking to me on the phone is funny, wait until you see the video on like Facebook and my Instagram. Like, you're gonna see me like, whoa, like almost falling off the table and like pick up my hands. So yeah, I'm like, anybody that's like on Facebook or on the Instagram live watching, and they were probably cracking up the entire time. Like, I'm so happy. I'm excited. I'm super grateful, and like, again, thank you all to everyone listening to the fans, because like, I do this for the fans more than I even do it for myself. Like, I'm just excited.
Thank you so much, and good luck to you. God bless you, and stay safe. We'll talk again when your single comes out.
Okay, yeah, for sure. We'll definitely let you know, and then if you want to just shoot me a text or give me a call even, like, whatever, you can let me know what Karaoke Joe says, and we can do whatever. Like,
yeah,
I'm just up for. So yeah, okay. Just let me know.
Alrighty, that sounds good. And I'm here if ever you need anything. Just, you know, you have my number now. You can give me a call, even if it's just to vent. I'm a good listener.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, likewise. I might just call you while I'm driving and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
That'll be cool. Yeah. Then you'll really get to know me.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Like, let's do it.
Okay.
So, yeah, like call or text, like, "Hey, I'm driving. Like, what's up?" Yes, awesome. Okay, well, have an amazing weekend. And stay safe. And I already know, like, we're gonna talk soon.
Yes, we will.
I'm gonna call you back. Just kidding.
Definitely call me back.
Okay, I will. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you. God bless you.
Let's go.
From the Rio Grande Valley to the lakes of Michigan, we are #1 for La Onda.